Hey everybody, we are back. It is the last episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party and after show. Unless there's a season 2, then this is just a preemptive little pause until the next season. But we are back. We are here. We are ready to go. We got an hour until the show launches. And yeah, let's see how everything goes tonight, I guess you could say. Everybody introduce yourself. Since Jeffrey's underneath me today, let's go over here to my right and let's start off with you.
Hello, everyone. Happy finale day. I am Hannah Maria Wright. New to the MUSE team, but I'm excited for tonight.
You know, Hannah, you're no longer new after like a couple weeks, right?
It's been like 2, 3. I'm pretty settled now, huh? Just in case
Pretty much. And of course, we got.
All right. A couple things. First of all, I am the J to the E to the double F-ree, Jeffrey Harris. Under the weather tonight. I'm going to be staying off camera tonight just because I am COVID positive right now, and I am under the weather. So I do feel well enough to, soldier through this. I'm in a nice, comfy room, comfy chair, nice temperature. I took some medicine tonight, so I think today was quite an ordeal. But after everything I went to today, I really needed to come and enjoy some Star Wars with you guys. So I mean, you've done this before, Mike. So I mean, it's not like I'm breaking some taboo here.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. I'm self-quarantining. I am self-quarantining.
One, you're positively COVID, and two,
I'm self-isolating.
That are going to make the show even better.
Well, yes, I am on medication, but I'm also self-isolating. So,
yeah.
So I apologize. I won't appear on camera tonight just because I'm just feeling kind of self-conscious after I got some blood work done today and things, and just yeah. So, but here we are, and we're ready to get to it. The season series finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. So how long do you guys think the show's going to be for tonight to end it? I'm hoping it's going to be a full hour and a half, but I know it's only going to probably
that's kind of the weird question. Excuse me. Ah! Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is the way it's going to be tonight. So enjoy.
This is COVID, Jeffrey. So I apologize.
Is there any way I can change your name?
What was that?
Is there any way I can change your name to COVID?
Jeffrey? I mean, if you want to, maybe if we can do it in COVID, Jeffrey.
Oh, I can.
Oh yeah. So it looks like okay, but we always wonder like how long the episodes are going to be, like for all these shows. And when you're dealing with like premium streaming, like you're not really restricted. You're not restricted to network formats, so you can really go as long or as short as you want. I don't like it though when we have these premium streaming shows and they're like 35 minutes or 32 minutes. Give me at least 45 minutes, even if there's some credits and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah. Hannah, how long do you think it's? What are your thoughts? What's your predictions?
I knew we'd talk about it, so I was thinking about this before. I think it needs to at least be an hour, over an hour with credits, at least. Or else I don't know how you're gonna cover everything. I don't. But that's with credits. But I would ideally like it to be at least an hour and 15. But I don't know they're thinking. I don't know. But I think it's going to at least be an hour, over an hour with credits.
I want like 65, 70 minutes without credits, basically, is what I want.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Let's get to the comments really quick. Marvin, let's go. Finally time. Ultron, yo, I'm excited for tonight. Marvin, dang, get better, Jeffrey. Sorry to hear that about you getting COVID. Slater, oh my God, if we don't get a huge fight scene, I'm going to be disappointed. Feel better, Jeffrey. Tonight is going to be amazing. I heard it'll be over an hour long. I'm guessing it. Marvin's saying an hour and a half. Slater, I really hope so. Over an hour. That's what I'm hoping too. I'm hoping it's going to be over an hour.
So just for those keeping score at home, the finale of Book of Boba Fett was 62 minutes with all the bells and whistles. Mandalorian season 1 finale was about 50 minutes with credits and everything, and season 2 of Mandalorian was 48 minutes with credits and logos and stuff. So they've kind of varied the gamut. But then look at the Bad Batch. So let's look at which is animated. So that opened with basically a 76-minute premiere. And the finale was, and then they went to like half hour, like straight 30 minutes. Yeah. But the first episode, like the pilot of Bad Batch, was a chunky, like 76-minute episode, basically. That's almost like a feature-length movie that they started with. So then let's look at Clone Wars.
While you're looking at Clone Wars, Ultron says finales for Disney have been hit or miss. We need them to do this finale justice.
Okay, so and Clone Wars final season was 20, but those are the animated shows. But yeah, I think I hope it'll be a big long episode, and I hope everything gets wrapped up, because we really have no expectation that they're going to make more. I mean, we maybe hope they'll make more, but we don't know if they will.
Yeah, exactly. Marvin, hopefully flashbacks tonight also need that battle to be awesome. I agree. That battle better be awesome.
Well, the good news is we did get the... What did I...
Suck.
Did I... What did
no,
I do?
If the battle's like...
Oh.
It's going to suck.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be disappointed.
What did you guys think of the flashbacks last week? Because we did finally get like our first blah, blah, blah. Like actual... Like Hayden without, the Vader suit and the makeup as young Anakin last week.
Hannah, what do you think?
I think it worked because we were waiting. We talked about it and the viewers were talking about it. Okay, yeah, we're waiting for Hayden. When is he gonna, we know he's in the season. So when's that gonna happen? And I think it worked because it fit the theme of the episode. I think we're definitely gonna see more Hayden this episode. Well, obviously. But I think this was a good way to lead into this episode with that flashback and especially with Reed's story. I think it's Hayden.
Okay, so here's my big prediction for tonight. Okay. We will see tonight. We have to see Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn in some form. I don't care if it's just his voice. I don't care if he's a Force ghost, but we have to have a connection between Obi-Wan Kenobi and his old master. We already know that Liam Neeson is returning to voice the character for the Tales of the Jedi anthology shorts. So, and I think he's talked about being open, even though he said he'd only want to do it in a film or something. But I think we have to see him again tonight, and I think it's going to be, well, if not a surprise, I hope we see it, and it's like the big sort of like coup de grace tonight.
Yeah. I agree. Completely agree.
I wondered what everyone was thinking. If anyone saw the post and interviews Millie Bobby Brown was doing. This is kind of taking a still Star Wars themed about joining. I didn't listen to that.
I heard that rumor. Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown. Is she working on something with Star Wars, or what's the situation?
I think she's open to. They're just talking about it, which I could see it happening definitely.
Is this like official? Like, is this like something she was asked about, or is this like the internet trying to start something?
No, the reason I think that it's something that she's pursuing is because she did multiple interviews about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to find more about this, Hannah.
We'll just put that out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You never know. Maybe she's gonna be in that Taika Waititi version of Star Wars that's coming out. Maybe that's what they're looking for right now.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so here's my issue. This story comes from The Mirror, which is like a British tabloid.
Mm-hmm.
A British tabloid? It is a British tabloid.
Okay, I don't I need something more real to put actual stock in this rumor, and like the big time, like reputable websites, I don't see it on Deadline. I don't see it on Hollywood Reporter, Variety, websites such as that, or Slash Film, Collider, that usually avoid, clickbait tabloid stories. I need a more real, believable source to kind of put stock in this, because even the fact that CBR reported this, like they're just reporting the mirror story. So it's and Micah, what do you think? What do you think of the Mirror's track record on rumors like this?
It's like if TMZ came out with a rumor like this, it'd be a little more believable than the Mirror, because TMZ seems to always be on point on something.
Mm-hmm. That's
even though they're in the same realm of journalism and tabloid, but I would believe TMZ over the Mirror. To be
now, I think Stranger Things. I think even in the Godzilla films, I think Millie Bobby Brown was very good. I think she's a very talented thespian, and I think she could definitely do something with Star Wars. I don't know what, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get to the comments really quick.
I'm sorry,
no problem.
Sorry about my disgusting cough.
Well, it's gonna go through a lot tonight. We got over almost 2 hours.
I'm sorry, guys. This is COVID Jeffrey talking.
Exactly. Marvin, hopefully
Jeffrey on medication.
About that. Marvin, Millie Bobby Brown could play a young Leia or Padme, maybe. Possibly, you never know.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, because Millie Bobby Brown is 18 years old. How much younger of a Leia could she play at this point?
Yeah.
But Carrie Fisher was the same age when she was cast.
Yeah.
And then Natalie Portman was even younger when she started playing Padme. Yeah. So I'm not sorry, Marvin. Her playing a young Leia or Padme just doesn't make sense when Kathleen Kennedy already talked about they don't really want to recast like the major legacy characters again. And it sounds like something you want to avoid.
And this is where I say, like with Marvin, maybe not young Leia or Padme, but maybe somebody in, like I say, that Taika Waititi Star Wars film that's going to be coming out soon.
In Taika Waititi, what did he talk about? He wants to do new stories and new characters, which I think,
what the hell's this?
Yeah, we got
trolls.
Yeah, sorry.
Not the trolls.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so
wrong. That's a wrong site on a different streaming.
Sorry about that, guys.
Different.
I hope that doesn't mess up our stream.
No, we could have got rid of it in enough time.
I think I would rather see her play like a brand new character like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
because I mean, look at what Pedro Pascal gave us with Din Djarin the Mandalorian, like a brand new character, and it's become like one of the most celebrated new additions to the franchise, really since the prequels. So I would like to see her not play like young Leia, young Padme. I want to see her play a brand new character, like a new bounty hunter, a new scoundrel, a new Jedi even. Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. Here we go, Slater. Mike, I've been loving the interviews recently. Keep up the good work. Best interviewers in the game. Well, thank you so much, Slater. We actually have some great interviews coming up. Hannah has one with the cast, with 2 members of the Shy, which premieres this weekend. I have to go off the Star Wars subject. Jeffrey knows this because this past weekend I was at Republic of Lucha for their midsummer wrestling matches. And we got La Mera Mera, the AEW Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Thunder Rosa. We have an interview with her. We have Jacob Fatu. We got Johnny Drip Drip, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. Johnny Elite, a.k.a. John Morrison, a.k.a.
John Hennigan.
A.k.a. John Hennigan. We're talking to him as well.
Johnny Nitro.
Yeah, we got the Lucha Brothers. We're going to be talking to them.
John Morrison.
Addition. Yeah. So we got some great wrestlers coming on the show, and it's gonna be a 4th this week in pro wrestling, since we're gonna slowly bring it back as we're going live.
And it's kind of like the perfect time with what I don't know. Are you in? Do you know anything about wrestling, Hannah?
I like the Divas division in the
Okay.
WWE, and I know more about AEW now because
Okay.
of it's been blowing up. So I like sports. I grew up. I was a college athlete, so I like sports in general.
WWE is facing like this really big national news story that's involving CEO Vince McMahon. That's quite. What's the word I want to use? I'll just say scandalous and leave it at that.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that why there's more of that shift to AEW now? Is that what we're seeing? Like
no, because AEW is a separate company, kind of like what's a good kind of like Disney and Warner Brothers, I guess.
Okay. Just curious if that's what's happening now. See, that's good to know.
Also, they're not called Divas anymore, Hannah. They're called the Women's Division now. They actually retired Divas in 2015, and now they're just superstars.
And they don't have like the Divas belt anymore, correct?
No, they changed it. Now they're just women's championships.
Women's
but
champion, which was big. I do remember.
Because Diva kind of had, after a while, Diva started garnering a negative connotation, so they kind of updated it. They updated it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I totally understand what you're saying.
Exactly. So Sasha Banks is on the stream watching. Hey, just want to say hi. Hopefully you're doing great. Have to throw the shout out there. Sorry, Jeffrey.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. I would love to see her in the Star Wars franchise, I guess, for Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh God.
Slater, what are the best sources to go to?
Troll is back in the chat.
Oh shoot, again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. As far as entertainment news sources go, well, for starters, you can't go wrong with MUSE TV and Mike Sandoval because everything Mike does is legit, above board. He works with good people. He upholds a standard of excellence, and yeah.
I'm trying
it looks like there are like multiples and like dummy accounts or bot accounts. I'm sorry. So you can't go wrong with that. Like if you're looking like for day-to-day like inside baseball stuff, like Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety. Like those are, I think, like in terms of like the nitty-gritty kind of things. And every once in a while, I think like some, other publications. But Slash Film and Collider, I think, are also fairly good.
Yep. Marvin ain't no way, haha. Yeah, that's about the spam. I think Pedro has done a really good job. Excited for those interviews too. Does Hannah do interviews or more journalism? I would say you do a little bit of both.
Yeah. I'm very
depending on the story.
Hannah is multi-talented.
Yeah. Both of the Hannahs that we have on staff. Hannah 1, Hannah Fletcher, and Hannah 2, Hannah Wright. Exactly. A and B. Yeah. What happened with Vince? What happened?
How much can we go down this rabbit hole, Mike?
Make it quick. Save it for this week in pro wrestling.
Vince McMahon is under investigation by the board of directors for having an affair with a paralegal employee and paying her a $3 million payout, I believe, in hush money. And I guess so they're investigating that payment and the money she received while she was working for McMahon, kind of thing. It's a really weird story. And I don't want to. We'll leave it at that. You can Google more if you want to. It was actually covered by the Wall Street Journal, so you can learn more about it there.
Yep, Slater Spider. I know if Jeffrey or Mike confirms something, I know it's true.
Well, thank you, Slater. I'm usually not the one to confirm stuff like that, though.
Yeah. Ultron, block the bots, please.
Yeah,
we're trying, but I guess we're so popular now. We're really blowing up that everybody has to try and stop us and slow us down.
I just hope that doesn't happen while we're watching the episode.
Exactly, where we can't monitor all this. And let's be honest. A lot of these are computer bots anyway. If there were real people, would be able to deal with them on a face-to-face level. Just saying. Marvin, when is Hannah Fletcher coming on the show? We're trying to get her on, but it's such an odd time frame for her because she works at 9 a.m. and sometimes earlier, so it makes it kind of hard for her to come on. But we will get her on one of these days. She will be doing some stuff with us in Halloween for Halloween Horror Nights and all the Halloween events, and we're going to try and do that live this year. I don't know how good we're going to do, but we'll figure it out. That will be coming soon. Ultron, imagine paying $3 million for that. What a loser. I agree. I agree.
It's a really weird story.
Yeah, especially with Laurinaitis.
I don't know what to make of it. It's weird. It's just weird.
Exactly, especially what you've seen so far that's happened to you with WWE. Marvin, what I want this finale to be the best finale yet of any show.
Well, where would you guys rank like Mandalorian finale, season 1 and 2, and then Book of Boba Fett so far?
I think season 2 of Mandalorian for me, then season 1 of Mandalorian, then the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
ranking.
Hannah.
I don't know. 1 and 2 of Mandalorian are close for me.
They're really good.
Yeah. I might say one as one, just because I was really into Mandalorian. It was just like a new wave for me. 1 is number 1, then 2, and then I haven't started Book of Boba Fett. So
yeah, on the Marvel side, I think WandaVision probably had my favorite season finale for the Marvel side.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the show wasn't that great, but the finale was really good. I liked Loki a little bit more as a show.
I think Loki had a very good finale as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, very strong.
I think it opened a lot of, and like what Kevin Feige said in an interview, that there's tracks on what's coming up, but I guess soon we're going to learn what the stories and what they're working towards in these next phases.
Now, I have another question. Is Feige like producing a different Star Wars movie, or is that still happening? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, and I haven't seen him say anything about it. Just that he's producing a Star Wars film, but I don't know if it's going to be something.
And this won't be Taika Waititi's planned film?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. Nobody's really saying anything.
Well, I'm actually, hopefully I will get better in time to see Thor Love and Thunder, because I really want to see that.
Yeah.
So
my favorite finale was Loki. Y'all watch Miss Marvel yet? Slater? Yeah, I have watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes
I thought they were good.
We're good. Not like mind blowing, but I enjoyed them.
Well, did you see the ratings for them?
I heard about that.
It was the lowest first start, but on the flip side, it was the biggest viewed by African Americans, Latinos,
right,
and Asians out of any series.
Well, I don't trust. Honestly, I don't trust streaming numbers. The ones they put out.
I don't either, unless it's from a third-party source.
Even the ones the third-party sources put out, I don't even trust them, just because I don't know how they're getting it. I don't know. Well, Hannah, I don't know how they're getting that data, how they're calculating that data. Like when Samba TV is putting out numbers, like I think it's based on homes that only have like the Samba thing hooked up. So I don't have any Samba stuff hooked up to my Disney Plus or whatever. So I'm just not sure if I can trust any of that.
So how accurate is it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not a statistician, so I could probably be convinced to their accuracy. I'm just not convinced. So, when I see things like Miss Marvel's like the lowest ever, but I feel like you can use stats to manipulate the argument any way you want. So, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I think the other thing about Miss Marvel, I think it skews a little younger than past Marvel shows too. So it's more for like a younger crowd. So I don't think you can take that for granted either.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I actually am going into. We got more bots coming in, so I'm going into. I have to do some back end stuff on the YouTube channel to try and put the restrictions even harder. So
sorry about that, everyone. Sorry you're dealing with that, Mike. This is
that's how you know you're doing really good, because people are scared and they want to throw bots on you.
Okay, so D Jones, now the series finale of Kenobi on Disney Plus network. Yeah, we are 25 minutes away. D Jones.
Excited.
The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, new episodes on the Disney Plus network. I haven't watched that yet, D Jones. Let me know what you think of it.
It's good. I liked it, and we have some interviews with Elisa Reyes, who plays La Cienega on the site too, and
great.
That got me in when this was the original cast from the show, from the original cartoon. So I was like, I'm good. I love that.
And the dad too, correct? Did Hannah talk to the dad? That was cool, because hearing the voices of the character, like seeing that was cool. Yeah.
So Carlos Mencia, he's back.
I need to check it out too.
Well, D Jones, I think I'm sorry. If you watch the second episode, the implication to me was that she had the powers originally. The bangle just sort of helped her unlock them, like brought them out, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though.
Okay, let's see if that works.
I hope, yeah.
Yeah, because I kind of don't want to do the whole thing where you have to be a subscriber to comment, because I think that allows it doesn't allow a lot of people to come in and be able to participate as much.
Right.
Yeah, we get subscribers, which is great, but to be honest, you can't force people to subscribe. So that's why I'm like, I want to make sure that we get everybody a part of this. So we got D Jones, we got his comment. Coincidence this happens for the finale? No, not a coincidence at all.
It's this is a weird day.
It's
what a weird day.
What do you expect? People just wanna.
People
are people.
People are people. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't think of something more clever.
Well, it's COVID, man. Come on, you know how it is. We all were there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so why don't we do a little bit of house cleaning, Mike, and share how we like to handle the watch party and preview.
Okay.
And then
Marvin, I would put it on subscriber only, but that's up to you. We may have to, if we get hit again with these bots, I'm gonna have to switch to subscriber only, which sucks, but we're gonna have to. Because if this see it one more time, I'm switching over to subscriber only. But where are we at again? Talking about how we work this thing?
Oh yeah, how do we work the watch party?
Okay, so I need music.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't have the music.
Yeah, and certainly all the copyright music sucks.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that sounds too body.
Too eye movie.
Nah. We can do that. Let's go with that. So, we are here tonight to enjoy ourselves for a little something in the world of Star Wars. And the way we work it out, and the way we do this is that when the show comes out, when you see Jeffrey's screen the way it is, and you see mine and Hannah's, that means we're turning off our videos. We're putting everything on silent. We're going hush. And then we're going to watch the show together. So watch the show together, have a good time. get all nerdy. Since it's hot here in California, hit about a little bit, almost close to 99 degrees yesterday and 95 today. When we watch the show, we may be so excited we come back sweaty. It's going to be that hot. I hope. The show's going to be that hot. We're just aspiring. We just went out to Muscle Beach and picked up a couple weights, worked out, doing it that way. And then we'll get back, cool down, relax and chill. We'll come back, and then we'll discuss what we saw, if we liked or hated the finale. That's the way we're going to do things tonight for the last show, until our next show, which is Miss Marvel next week. And then we will, that's the way it's going. Damn, I stopped right when the music stopped. Shoot.
That was good timing.
No kidding.
Just too good.
And I'm so tired today that I'm just like, dude, I hit it right on the spot. Gotta be tired more often. Marvin, Vader has to lose this fight, right? Well, yeah.
If he shows up again and fights Kenobi again, I feel like he has to this time.
Yeah. Vader the Spider, yes. Host Mike.
Yeah.
D. Jones voice Doctor Strange. It's the multiverse coming to Disney Plus Network. A world television premiere of the astonishing Doctor Strange entered the multiverse of madness.
That's I like the Marvel style stand phrases and hyperbole. D. Jones,
yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly, D. Jones, and that's coming out at the same time at midnight, supposedly. As well.
Oh, that's right, because that's June 22nd. So yeah, it's hitting Disney Plus.
Which I would like to see it again. I only saw it once.
Me too.
And I'm kind of interested in seeing it, what I think about it a second time. Marvin, you're a really great host. You're really great at hosting, Mike. Thank you. I got that compliment today as an interviewer, which to me, I just do what I do, and I'm always looking to just be better. I look at it and I look, damn, you sucked again. But I guess other people think I do pretty good. So there you go. Slater the Spider, do you think Leia will meet Vader this episode? I don't know how that would be.
I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen.
Me too.
We'll see. I feel like so last week we left them with they did escape, but they're still like they're running out of fuel, their hyperdrive is busted, and the Empire is right behind them. So they might still be on the run at the start of this week.
Yeah. But also, too, when I was thinking about it, in A New Hope, when Leia meets Vader for the first encounter in the movie, she does act like if she's knows who he is.
Right.
Being a part of the Galactic Senate. So I don't know how that would work in this.
Like she knows of him. I'm sorry, Hannah. Go ahead, Hannah.
This might be, I don't know if this was that I just didn't think of this when I was watching. Does Vader know that Ben has Leia?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't think so. This might be though, because like Mike said, Leia. It does seem like he knows who.
Because I feel like yes, because the Grand Inquisitor knew. The Grand Inquisitor knew that Reva kidnapped the Senator's daughter to draw out Kenobi. And Grand Inquisitor is still alive, as we saw last week. Excuse me. So,
maybe they'll touch on that today. I mean,
I feel like Vader would have to know. If he's talking to the Grand Inquisitor, but I don't think Vader makes the connection that Leia is his daughter.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think maybe Vader knows that Ben Kenobi is trying to rescue a senator's daughter and is traveling with a senator's daughter, but doesn't understand her significance beyond her being Bail Organa's daughter.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Reva for sure going for Luke. That's a good point, Marvin. That was kind of like the epilogue last week. With Reva kind of finding out, seeing Bail Organa's message and finding out about Luke on Tatooine. So it looks like Reva survived, and it looks like that's where Reva is probably going to go next.
I'm excited
So
for that.
I wonder how that's going to line up, but we'll find out tonight. And we got
Would you like to make your predictions? How many minutes ahead of us will Marvin get the episode this week?
3 minutes.
I'm going to Hannah.
Let's go for what? We'll go for.
Because Marvin always gets it first.
Marvin, how many minutes are you hoping that you'll get this episode in advance? Let us know in the comments, please. I just turned on Disney Plus, and they already have something for Pinocchio on September 6th. September 8th.
That's with Tom Hanks, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think of Disney doing live action versions of the animated movies, Hannah?
Depends. I feel like Pinocchio. I like Tom Hanks. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I personally, people might not agree. I don't find them very appealing. Like I see them, and I'm not gonna like run to the theaters to see.
I agree with you, but we do know Guy Ritchie is going to be doing Hercules next.
I
might like that one.
So I wonder, but I was not a big fan of Aladdin either, but which he did. So I guess we'll see what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvin,
hopefully 5 minutes earlier. Later,
I believe in you, Marvin.
Always gets it earlier. So unfair. Lightyear was interesting. I liked Lightyear.
So did I.
I think it wasn't a bad movie. I really liked the way it played out. It was different.
Reviews weren't bad. I think what hurt Lightyear is the marketing campaign.
Yeah.
And I think Disney and Pixar didn't do a great job of explaining like the premise and how this works within the whole Toy Story thing. Like that little blur, like remember that blurb at the start of the movie? Mike?
Yeah.
How like this was a movie released in 1995 that they made the toy?
Yeah.
I feel like that wasn't like what they were selling the movie as originally. So
exactly.
And I think there was confusion about how this works as an origin story for Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it, and Socks is amazing. I love Socks.
Yeah, Socks was the best part of that whole movie.
Hannah, how do you feel about Socks the cat?
I was just gonna say I haven't seen Lightyear yet. What I know about it is just based off of our interviews on MUSE and.
How do you feel about cats in general?
Cats?
Yes.
The production?
The animals, cats.
Oh, okay. I like cats.
Okay, great.
I was like, we're talking about Peter
cats.
Not Andrew Lloyd Webber's cats. Just regular cats. Mm-hmm. Cute, fuzzy critter cats.
Mm-hmm. The play
cats from Family Guy.
I like cats. The actual cats, not.
Okay.
Yeah, not a fan of the Broadway show, but yeah.
Did this have something to do with Lightyear, or this is just?
Well, because Socks the cat is like this robotic cat, and he's very adorable and
nice.
I like Socks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. D. Jones, Jerry Bishop, Disney announcer. Every collection is available to view on the Disney Plus app in Disney Plus Network. And to Disney throwback 80s tunes, Gargoyles, DuckTales, Kim Possible, Goof Troop. And lots to discover and explore.
Okay.
I do miss DuckTales.
I love DuckTales. That's what I was about
to say. Was Jerry Bishop an old announcer for the Disney Afternoon or something?
I believe he was. Back in the I think he was the same one who did the VHS voice, if I remember.
Like, and now your feature presentation, that voice kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's iconic.
D. Jones, let us know if Jerry Bishop was the one on the VHS tapes back in the day.
All right.
I'm curious. He continues his voice now back to series finale of Kenobi on the Disney Plus network. That is
we got about another 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Then we'll get
Marvin. The next Pixar movie sounds amazing. Which is the next Pixar movie?
I'm curious about that. I don't think they should make another Toy Story.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like Toy Story 4, like was great, but like I almost feel like they were pushing their luck there, and like it was like a gamble that just paid off. And I just don't think if they were to make Toy Story 5, I just think it would be, I feel Toy Story 4 was like the perfect ending.
Me too.
Well, Elemental is the next Pixar.
Oh, that's right. So let's see. Elemental, and that comes out next year.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm looking.
I got some materials about that.
Yeah, I did get some previews.
So it's like a world where like there are like these sentient like people that are made out of like water and fire. Here, I'll supply an image to give everyone an idea. It looks fascinating. It looks like a very like Pixar kind of concept.
Yeah.
And kind of like very whimsical kind of thing. Where instead of like Zootopia, where it's like what is it?
Which Zootopia was in Pixar.
Yeah, but like in Zootopia, it's like anthropomorphic animals. But in Elemental with Pixar, it's like these sort of elemental beings that are made of like fire and water.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can post this here. Okay, I'm gonna Google it. Here we go. I think this will work.
Google it.
All right, I think I found a working link, so we can all get. It looks interesting.
Cool. We got the image.
Okay, so where's the. Okay, the film journeys alongside Ember and Wade in a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together. The fiery young woman and the go-with-the-flow guy are about to discover something elemental. How much they actually have in common. So Peter Sohn, who voiced Sox in Lightyear, is directing this film. And this so this film is taken from his experiences growing up with his family in New York when they emigrated. When they emigrated from Korea to New York, and that's what the film is going to reflect. It looks like it comes out next summer 2023. Slater.
Yeah. Let me stop sharing. Get to the comments. DreamWorks is better than Pixar. My hot take. I agree. DreamWorks is better. Lately, I've been liking Illumination a little bit better than DreamWorks.
I think The Bad Guys was a good movie. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, I agree. That was fun. The one that I really do feel bad about it when I was watching Lightyear, I wish Turning Red would have been in theaters.
Yeah, me too.
As well as
Luca.
And
Soul. Soul was amazing.
Yeah, Soul was really good. I had a good time with Luca. I wish those would have been able to make it on the big screen. But Illuminations, I'm sorry, I love the Minions. I don't know what it is.
And that one's that's the next big animated family picture.
Yeah, that's coming out in 2 weeks.
Yep.
They're so fun.
I agree. When is that coming out? Elemental.
Haha.
Banana. What?
It's the Minions.
Yeah.
They're like, haha, no,
like
no, haha.
Oh yeah.
Banana. I get it now.
Yeah, I was like,
they talk in like that mix of all those like little languages. And,
yeah. When is that coming out? Elementals next year. Minions comes out next week, July 1st. Best Pixar movie is Toy Story 2. I did like Toy Story 2, but
Toy Story 2 is fantastic movie.
Yeah, I like Toy Story 3 too. When Andy gives his toys to what that little girl's name is.
That was Toy Story 3.
Yeah, Toy Story 3. Yeah, I busted up crying.
That was very heartfelt.
Yeah, Slater, Sony Animation is good too. Yeah, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was really good. I was shocked on how great the animation was.
I would agree.
It was good.
And what we saw about the next one, I can hardly wait till it comes out. How did Lightyear do the opening week? Jeffrey?
Not great, but it's still the highest opening weekend for any movie during the pandemic era.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Soul was amazing.
Lightyear did 50.5 million. Came in number 2 to Jurassic World Dominion. So, but it did below expectations, but it's still the highest grossing animated movie opening weekend for the pandemic era.
Yeah, exactly. D. Jones, I love everything Star Wars and Disney Plus 2. So do I so far. I've been a sucker for that. Pixar should do more releases. They were supposed to do more releases, Marvin. That's one thing I didn't know. But COVID kind of paused, and they kind of changed directions. So
COVID just kind of turned the whole world.
Yeah, that was supposed to be there were supposed to be two or three releases a year, just like more.
Onward was so good.
Yeah,
amazing. Oh my god,
I loved Onward, and that was like right at the start of the pandemic, and its legs were like cut out from under it, and it was such a great film, and I was so sad that like more people didn't see it, but it was it's just one of those unfortunate things.
Yeah, exactly. D. Jones. So I'm guessing my favorite characters are Han Solo and Leia.
Okay,
it's a good choice on characters.
Good choices.
And Rey Skywalker.
You mean D. Jones? Well,
2 out of 3 aren't bad.
Here's my favorite character, Kyle Katarn. Expanded universe character from the Jedi Knight games. He's my favorite Star Wars character.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite, Hannah?
No, I was thinking. What about you, Mike? Do you have a favorite? I do have a favorite. I just have to think about it. It requires more.
Boba Fett was always a favorite of mine growing up as a kid, especially how much I wanted that toy. But Luke Skywalker was always like the first one. Like I don't know what it was. Like
he is the hero of the story, so
yeah. But as I've gotten older and I read like the books and stuff, there was other characters that I liked as well. I always liked the Grand Admiral Thrawn and the way he was portrayed in the books.
He was a great additional character.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we see a good representation of him if he is supposed to be in.
I agree. Yeah,
Ahsoka.
I hope so.
I think I'm a Padme fan. Now that I'm thinking of everything.
That's a good choice, Hannah.
Because when I was growing up, that's when the movies were being released. So
and she was kind of like an independent heroine, and you know she stood up for herself, and
Hannah is a good representation of that generation too, because she was a kid during that generation, which kind of scares me. But
me, Hannah, sometimes
Padme was a strong character, right?
Yeah, you Hannah.
Okay.
And the other Hannah too, because you guys were both kids during the so it's like
all right.
It's good to know.
I wonder if Marvin's getting the episode now. He should be.
I wonder if Rey Skywalker is going to be in another trilogy. I don't think if she is, it's going to be for a while. Let's check the board.
Yep. We're nearing the final countdown until we can watch.
Marvin got it.
Well, of course.
It's Marvin.
Finale time. Marvin's funny.
All right, so
Marvin's that special.
Not out. All right, so we got to wait about another minute, and then we'll take a pause, and then we will get going with the finale. So I will see you guys on the other side in a little bit, but let's see. Here we go.
I still got part 5.
Yeah, me too.
Why can't we be as special as Marvin?
Marvin's just better than us, I think. He's just. He's got the gift. He's got the touch, the power.
He has the glow.
The glow. Feel the glow.
Do you remember that? Barry Gordy's Last Dragon.
From the 1980s movie.
Yep.
Okay. That is a great kind of like 80. Okay, so it should be up now. So let's see.
Cool. Because mine isn't up yet.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, there it is.
52 minutes. Here we go. So less than an hour.
We will be back at the end of the show. See you in a bit. The delay, everybody, but we'll be hitting the road off and running very soon. So
all right,
there we go. Jeffrey's
back.
So you're back. Sorry, I had to clean up some bots. So talk.
Oh man, again?
Yep, we got hit with bots again.
Hey, bots, you suck.
Exactly. So bots. Luckily, when we edit this out and we shrink the pause time, they will not be around.
All right. So, man, they really waited until last minute to give me my Liam Neeson cameo, didn't they, Mike?
No kidding. and for the Emperor as well. I didn't think the Emperor was going to come out in this one at all.
We did see a little bit of the Emperor. He looked different though, but I guess this is kind of 9-10 years earlier. I'm assuming the reason Reva wanted revenge by she wanted justice by killing Luke, because I'm assuming she figured out Luke and Leia were Darth Vader's children from that message. So she's like, well, I couldn't beat Vader, so I'll kill his son.
Yeah.
And I assume that's what she meant by justice. Like she was so off the deep end. She was so angry, driven by revenge, that she wanted to kill Luke to hurt Vader.
Yeah. Exactly.
We got our big
before we continue with anything, let me just let everybody know, because of the bot issue that we had and we have been having, I switched it over, as Marvin said, which was a great suggestion. You have to subscribe now in order to comment, so that we could avoid this issue in the future.
I'm very sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys, but it's just
exactly.
It's not something we can control. It's just like these jerk bot accounts. I don't know.
Well, and if you
they're preying on innocent channels.
Yeah, and the worst thing about it is the fact that no matter what you do, or no matter how much you get in touch with Google and complain about it, they're not going to do anything. They just, if they wanted to, they would have stopped it already. And it sucks to say that. But so now you have to be a subscriber to be a part of the comments. So
sorry about that, but
at least we know that they have to manually click the subscribe button in order to chat in the channel. So
no make credit scenes, no credit stingers this week, so nothing there. But
exactly.
Good episode.
I agree.
Week. I was
very good episode.
I was overall satisfied with the finale. If I have a nitpick for this, it's that just to be even-handed about this, I thought the Leia and Obi-Wan Kenobi relationship was very touching. I thought it was moving. I thought it was uplifting, the bond they shared. But they have this deep, kind of almost like a surrogate father and child type bond in this show. And we just never got that sense, even though they don't really interact in A New Hope. We never got that sense from Leia that she once shared this deeply personal, emotional bond with Obi-Wan Kenobi, who she clearly knew as Obi-Wan Kenobi, whether she knew him as Ben or Obi-Wan. Or I didn't get that sense from and this is just kind of one of the things, like they're making a new show now and they're trying to develop characters without interfering with established films that came out decades ago. But still, to me, it kind of conflicts with the characters we saw on screen, because they're supposed to be the same characters, and this is supposed to be before all that. And I just never got that sense that Leia, from her message or from the way she talked about Obi-Wan Kenobi, that she had this deeply personal bond with him and idolized him and really cared for him, and he cared for her as well. So look, this was not a deal breaker for me. It's just, if I have one complaint, That would be my complaint.
Because how old was Leia in A New Hope? 18?
18, 19, like 19
Yeah,
probably.
so
Same age as Luke.
still 8-9 years till that point. So
yeah, but still, I feel like she would know.
mm-hmm.
She would remember this. Like, if I'm 10 years old, I'm gonna remember. When I'm 19, I'm gonna remember that time I was kidnapped and bounced around planets with a Jedi.
Yeah, I see that point. I could see that point.
Again, not a deal breaker. It's just something that kind of bothers me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, look, I'm not going to be like one of those toxic fanboys who's like, they ruined it, blah, blah, blah. I enjoyed it. I just, I just have some minor misgivings.
Mm-hmm. And to me, it doesn't ruin what I grew up with. I think it enhances it. It tells more of the story for me. And it kind of makes sense why in A New Hope, Obi-Wan doesn't call him Anakin. He calls him Vader, Darth Vader. And
well, that, yes, but I'm talking about
the Leia relationship. I get that though. I could see where you could come to that.
I think the way they did Vader and Obi-Wan, it still kind of lines up with A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they weren't that powerful, even though they were not as powerful 10 years later. What say you, Hannah?
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah. No, welcome.
It was, I enjoyed it. I was just looking at the comments and everything, but no, there's a lot to unpack, but I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like this is what they needed to do. It's like, we kind of know what's going to happen, but yeah.
Well, we know, we know nothing really bad can happen to Luke or Leia or
exactly
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru yet, even though they get fried into skeleton.
Excuse me,
that's fried into skeletons and
you get barbecued
off screen, and they're not. And Luke doesn't spare a second thought on their smoldering corpses. He's like, "I'm gonna be a Jedi like my father before me." Blah, and even Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, "Yeah, I didn't like him anyway."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Obi-Wan liked Owen very much.
Yeah. Let's go through the comments really quick while we take this. Finale was one of the best. Loved how Reva got flashbacks and decided to turn to the light side. That's about the brats. We could skip that.
Yeah.
Great finale though. Marvin, such a cool episode. I thought Kenobi would memory wipe Leia though. Slater the Spider, so happy to see Reva turn good. Marvin, the throwing the rock scene was so cool. Finale was easily above an 8, and also I think the best finale we have had. Who else loves seeing Qui-Gon and Jinn at the end? Question mark. We'll get to that one. Later, the Spider Vader got bested. TJ. Finale was bad. Vader looked like a weak man.
Okay, so different point of view from TJ.
Yep. Definitely. Always welcome to different points of view. So, and Marvin, would have also been cool to see Ahsoka and other Jedi in this series. And that's from
Marvin. But Ahsoka's getting her own. Getting her own show.
I was gonna say, let's get to the question first that came up.
Yeah.
Who else loved seeing Qui-Gon Jinn at the end? I like the way they played him off.
I was so excited. It was only a little bit.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let it out.
Exactly. It was only a little bit, but I feel like it was enough. I would have maybe liked a little bit more, but I guess they didn't want to overdo it. But I was satisfied. I was satisfied we got to see him.
Yeah.
And this is I feel like this was sort of like about Obi-Wan sort of regaining some measure of hope again. And he found it. He found it at the end, and he's in a better place at the end than where he started. So,
yeah.
And I think the Qui-Gon, when he said, "I've always been here, Obi-Wan, you just were not ready to see." And I think that really says something, that Obi-Wan sort of reached this sort of new level of enlightenment, and that's why it was good to see Qui-Gon at that point. So,
and I think it was the point when Vader was telling Anakin, tells him, it wasn't you who killed him, I killed him. I killed Anakin.
I think the other point, I think the reason we didn't see Qui-Gon before is that Qui-Gon was not there to save Obi-Wan. He was not there to save him.
Mhm.
Obi-Wan had to save himself, and he had to learn the lesson himself. And once he did that, he was able to see his master again.
Yeah,
was my feeling.
I think that there's.
Hannah, continue.
I was just gonna say, just building off both your points, there's multiple themes, and I feel like this series did a good job at answering those questions, but then playing into like, this is the time that they were in. This is what Obi-Wan was feeling, and then not just only Obi-Wan, but the development of Anakin into Vader, because I think in the films we see that, but this was more of an intimate way of seeing that. So I think that I'm just looking at it as a whole, just based off your thoughts.
Mhm.
I think they did a good job at that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm making weird noises. It's the COVID.
Jeffrey's making some weird moves.
I'm on medication, guys. I'm on meds.
He's on some good meds tonight.
What is it?
He's vibing over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Lightsabers and he's having a good time.
Yeah, lots of different color lightsabers. Right.
Did you enjoy the fight scene, Jeff?
I very much enjoyed the fight scene. And I like how they kind of built the first half of the episode around that really cool fight scene and with the rocks and I like seeing, this is sort of prime Obi-Wan before, like, this is like his last big fight. It's sort of like a prize fighter, like at his, who's kind of peaked a little bit, but he's still got one last big fight in him. And that was kind of what this was to me. Yeah. So it was really cool.
And I liked how Vader, before he goes after him on the planet, says, why are you going to go, when the Grand Inquisitor goes, why are you going to go after one when you could stop this rebellion all at once? And Vader goes, he's no ordinary Jedi.
Okay, that's the other thing that bothered me. Mm-hmm. They're in a Star Destroyer. Like what? They don't have fighters in there. They don't have shuttles. They can't send after the refugees, the Path refugees, the spy network. Like, come on here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm on Pax. I'm on Paxlovid, right? That's what they're giving me. Paxlovid.
Okay. Paxlovid?
It's really called. I've been prescribed Paxlovid.
Okay.
Is my medication right now.
Okay. Cool. Let's get to some of the comments. Let's start with,
I don't know what D Jones means.
TJ, you're wrong. Oh, let's start with that one then. They didn't even fight on Mustafar. This was the complaint about the finale and why he thought Vader was
weak. They fought on Mustafar before.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Ultron was like, TJ, you're wrong. Vader needed to be beat by Kenobi. This finale was great. Vader wasn't weak.
Yeah, like, remember when they meet again in A New Hope, Vader says, when last we met, I was but a learner. Now I am the master. Mm-hmm. So that basically, I always used to think that was what happened between them in Revenge of the Sith, but now it defines this confrontation.
Yeah. Marvin, Ultron, we can have differing opinions. TJ isn't wrong for having an opinion. Ha ha ha. I agree. Yeah, everybody has their opinion, and everybody's gonna see things differently. And trust me, we've been through that before. Slater Spider, also so cool seeing where Leia gets her wild side from. This series did it for me overall satisfied. Marvin, yeah, agreed. Loving seeing them filling in the gaps. Loved Obi-Wan fully realized Anakin is gone.
Except he's not.
Well, he's gone as of right now. He's gone as of this point up to the end of Return of the Jedi. Ultron, I thought it was a great finale. Marvin, also having Leia not meet Vader was good too and made sense. They balanced the show out pretty well. And for D Jones, I saw it already. I don't get that quote. comment.
Who saved Anakin? Anakin from the ground? Do you mean Obi-Wan Slater? Obi-Wan just pushed. He was stuck under the rocks, and then he just pushed them all off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vader had his own shuttle when he landed on that planet, and he could probably just fly it out.
As for the Anakin falling from the wall, so he corrected himself. Sorry, Vader. Should I comment?
Wait, what?
No, he was asking who saved Vader from the ground.
What ground?
When
the high ground? The high ground, Mike?
When Obi-Wan
did Obi-Wan have the high ground?
No, when Obi-Wan left the planet and he was left there, barely being able to breathe, who saved him?
I guess the Emperor.
Yeah.
See, what's funny is Vader had the high ground, and he just dumped a bunch of rocks on him. He still didn't beat him.
And something tells me the Grand Inquisitor and whoever was on that ship is who saved him.
We had a shuttle.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a shuttle, and it was still there.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have just left. He could have just left on his own in his shuttle.
Yeah. Exactly.
So he flew a shuttle down there. He flew a shuttle down there. Obi-Wan had his shuttle, and there you go.
Well, how bad was he? Because he can't breathe without the. He destroyed.
Well,
he destroyed his respirator pack.
Well, yeah. So he clearly had to get back there, and he probably has a medical pod.
Mm-hmm. No, true.
Or back to pod on his Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Marvin, I love seeing Obi use the Force like that. So
Maxi Big DeForce. Well, that smells stinkawit.
I thought it was a good show. I was very satisfied with everything, and I'm looking forward to Andor, which is next on the Star Wars slate.
Yeah, we got a lot of big Star Wars products. We got Andor. We have Mandalorian season 3 next year. Then we have Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
And some. What are the other ones? Skeleton Crew, right?
Yeah. So
they got a lot. They're making a lot. So they've got a.
Do you think there will be a season 2 of this?
That's what I was about to ask. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know the behind the scenes though, what they've been talking about production wise. I'm just thinking, just based off the viewership and the talk it's had.
I get the sense that maybe Obi-Wan could maybe take an adventure off planet and maybe meet Quinlan Vos or something. Mm-hmm. Or I also get the sense he's going to be training with Qui-Gon and learning from Qui-Gon and still watching over Luke. So I guess there's stuff they could do. I'm just not sure. I think they could do it, but they need to have the story. If the story's there, I think they can do it.
Yeah. Especially to show his training and what has happened during that time to him.
Stormtroopers grabs B'Elanna Torres and puts her. I don't know. What? Does anyone know what D. Jones is talking about?
I don't.
Is this like some deep cut? I think this is like a deep cut here. I'm not understanding. Maybe like an EU deep cut.
Could be.
When does the Ahsoka series take place? My understanding is it takes place in like The Mandalorian around that time period.
Yeah. And with the crew from the Rebels catching up to that time period.
Awesome.
What's the next watch party? Well, Marvin, good. Thank God you asked. It's next week. We're gonna move from this series over to Miss Marvel. So catch up on episode 1, 2, and 3. And we're gonna catch up on that.
Nice.
Well, here's the thing too. Now that Marvin brought that up, is She-Hulk at the same time as Andor?
Oh, She-Hulk premiere. So She-Hulk is August 17th.
Mm-hmm. So they're gonna overlap.
Yeah. So not at the exact same time because She-Hulk is 2 weeks earlier. Mm-hmm. And then Andor. So it's going to be kind of like this, except it's in reverse with Marvel starting first and then Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So She-Hulk starts first in August. Yeah, kind of thing.
Well, here's the thing. I really do hope, and I hope everybody in the comments will join me on this one, that they have them on 2 separate days. I mean, we do have lives here.
I agree, but I think Disney likes the kind of the Wednesday premieres. Besides when they do those special Friday debuts. But I agree with you. I would like some staggered air dates personally.
If we don't get the staggered air dates, I vote no confidence. Well, I already voted no confidence in Bob Chapek, but
like do one on Wednesday and one on Friday. What do you think,
exactly.
Hannah?
Have Marvel on Wednesday, Star Wars on Friday, or vice versa.
Yeah, I like that.
Makes it very easy for all of us. I'm not excited for She-Hulk. I'm kind of up in the air. I like the trailer. Kind of left me a little. I don't know what the series is going to be like, but
I think Tatiana Maslany is a great actress. I think she's perfectly cast. I think if they can figure out the visual side, I think it could be really good. Yeah. And they nail the humor and the tone.
Exactly. Slater's very much rather watch Andor than She-Hulk. Well, I agree with you there, Slater, because you got Diego Luna for
Andor's got potential, so we'll see.
Exactly. Oh boy, so we're coming up to that nice little hour of 1 a.m. We've been on for now an hour and 58 minutes. We're going to hit our 2-hour mark like always. So at this point of the show, what is your ratings? Let's start with the J to the E to the COVID.
COVID Jeffrey.
Yes.
I'm doing
COVID Jeffrey.
For this one, I'm doing 8.5 out of 10. So I was fairly satisfied, fairly happy with it. Very good. A very good finale.
Hannah?
I'm going to say, this is very specific. I'm going to say a 9.2.
Ooh.
0.2.
0.2.
0.24.
0.245. No, but the reasoning, I liked, it was a strong, I think that the whole series, I'm basing it off the series too, I think, so much. So it answered my questions, and it makes me excited for what's more to come in Star Wars. So, and everything on Disney Plus. So I'm happy with it.
Very cool. And mine, I give it a 9 out of 10. I really liked it. I thought it was a very good show. I like the way it ended. I like the storyline. Would give it a 10 out of 10, but
the music really, they really amped up the music.
Yeah, the music, the music was really good, and I love the music on it. So I was really happy with it, and I thought it was great. Ratings wise, overall, Marvin is a 9 out of 10 for this episode. My rating for this episode is 8.5 out of 10. From Slater, Ultron, it's 9 out of 10. Such a good finale. D Jones is a 9. It's a good finale. Marvin Z, great watch party this week. Cheers to another successful watch party and more to come. Yes, there is. And we got a special announcement right now after we give up Nerd Reports. What a sloppy mess. Everybody has their opinion, especially Lewis at Nerd Report. That's his opinion. And we'll take it. And hey, you know what? He didn't like it. There you go.
Oh.
So before we cut off for today, want to announce, so next week we will be doing a watch party for Miss Marvel, but on July 3rd we're doing something we have never done before here at MUSE TV, and you get to be a part. I hope everybody will return and be a part of it. A band that has been a part of our family for the last 10 years, Go Betty Go, who is based here in LA, all-female punk rock band. One of their members and a good friend of ours, Betty Cisneros, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And on July 3rd, we're going to be broadcasting live on the MUSE TV network on YouTube and Amazon Fire TV. We're going to be broadcasting a live show, benefit show out here from LA. And it's all to help and support Betty Cisneros while she's going through and battling cancer. So we would, if you're not here in LA, if you are here in LA, get tickets. They're $20. Day of the show, they're $25. It's going to be at the Paramount on Cesar Chavez Boulevard in East Los Angeles. Be a part of that if you can't, because if you're out of town and you're not in the LA area, Stay tuned to MUSE TV. Watch. There'll be a link on the description page on where you'll be able to help her out and donate. And we're going to be giving 100% of the money from that live stream, whatever we make, to Betty to be able to help her out, since she's always, the band have always been great people to us. So that's the way we're going to help her and give back. Every single dollar that comes from any super chat or anything from that night goes directly to Betty. So be sure to stay tuned for that on July 3rd. It's a good way to start the 4th of July weekend. And yes, and we'll be back next week for Miss Marvel watch party. Hannah, are you going to be coming?
I will let you know. Just started working my new job, and unfortunately it's during the night, but hopefully I can jump in sometimes. We'll see. But
no, hopefully you'll be able to get off of work and it's right at that good time of 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, yeah. So to be announced.
Yeah, to be announced for Hannah to come back next week. Hopefully she can, but if not, well, you can see her on Muse. She's going to still be doing stuff here. So, and there'll be other stuff that we'll be having her come and be a part of. So, great. Here's the show. Thank you so much, everybody. And make sure, see you next week, next Tuesday for our Miss Marvel. I don't know if Hannah's going to be here, but me and Jeffrey will be here. Maybe Hannah A.
Provided I'm still alive. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Hey.
But I'm going to try to.
You're going to be here. My sister got it twice and she's
knock
still
on
here.
wood.
You're going to be here.
Props to your sister, Mike. She sounds like a lovely lady. Thank you for having me on.
Always.
I'm sorry if I'm sound weird right now. It's just been a long day, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk with you all. So yeah, I'm gonna try to tough this out this week, and hopefully, I will feel better soon. But today is not one of my best days.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hannah.
No, stay strong, Jeffrey. I just props to you for being here, and yeah.
But yeah, I do plan on being here next week for Miss Marvel, so I hope I'm here for Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Hopefully I'm recovered by that time, because this is taking a big hit on my social life.
Yeah, I get it. I was there. And D Jones, I saw your message. Yeah, I'm really sorry about your loss of your grandma. I know what it's like. I lost my mom 15 years ago, and every day it's tough. It's tough. But hey,
I'm sorry to hear that, D Jones.
Yeah,
thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, and we'll always be here if you want to get away and escape for a little bit, because I know that's what we all need sometimes. And we'll always be here every week, and we will try and make something funny out of this all.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring some Bollywood music next week for Miss Marvel after we do.
I like Bollywood.
Yeah. So when we do our descriptions in Bollywood, I just won't dance. Sorry.
I like.
But, yeah. But with that, it's 1:06. We all got to wake up early tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Thank you so much for being a part of another watch party. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to watch us next week for Miss Marvel. And we'll be back here on MUSE TV next week, Tuesday for Miss Marvel, and July 3rd for a special tribute show for Go Betty Go, who's Betty Cisneros. So we'll see you later. Have a great night. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you next week here on MUSE TV's Watch Parties and After Show.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.